All right, everybody, welcome to the call today. This is Scott Pierce at Listings to Leads, and we are in the last session for how to make $250,000 a year or more in real estate. Super excited by the feedback that we are already getting from people going through this class. All right, Taj here, longtime client. And so I think this is just a validation of this, the way we're doing this training here, right? Because again, this guy's a longtime client. He used a nearby homeowner letter and got a come list me call. All right. You see right here, I followed the blueprint, which is this class here, how it's already set up. And he has already got a listing. How awesome is that? Come list me call. Melody, who's on the call with us right now as well. Again, talking about how this absolutely fabulous content that she's getting here, and 15 leads. All right. Already working with a couple of them. All right. Talked to a couple of them, already got a couple that she looks like she'll be working with here in the future. Absolutely awesome. Okay. This stuff works. All you got to do is trust the process. Some of you are going to get your results really quick. I think a lot of you will start seeing that needle. We'll start seeing the activity really increase quickly. And it's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. It is a follow-up game. It's all of it. And that's why we're doing the training we're doing. A lot of you can go up to Instagram, you can be scrolling and you're going to see some amazing ad about someone who's got a great short form video script program for you. You're going to see somebody else that's got a great ad, right? Where they want to charge you a $30 service charge just to run an ad on their platform. All of these great little programs out here that will cost you probably $1,000 at the end of the month. If you were to use all of them, we've got all of that built in here. All right. We've got the short form video scripts. We got the ads. We got the flyers. We got the text codes, right? We've got all of that stuff. And so that is why if you just go through this plan that we've been going through for the last 7 sessions here, your business is going to increase. That's just the way it is. All right. So with that said, I am logged into Listings to Leads. Let's just do, I'll tell you what, let's talk about the listing presentation first, because Melody, Taj as well, you're starting to talk to people. You're going to get some listing leads. And at some point, we want to make sure that we are prepared to go into that listing presentation. So I'm going to show you something here real quickly. If you go to listings, there's a button here called Create Listing Presentation. I'm really excited to let you know that we are creating a absolutely beautiful listing presentation video that will be co-branded to you that you'll be able to use. All right. So you have an actual video similar to the listing presentation, but in a video format. I believe we're coming out with postcards and door hangers as well. And also social media postings that you could put on social media, share via email, postcard and door hanger. That will all drive people to that listing presentation video as well. So we got a lot of great ways of getting this out there right now, but let's take a look at it. I downloaded it. So all of you have this in your account, and this is meant for you to be able to use how you want. So you're going to see, if I scroll, you'll see right here, there's 27 pages total, and it's meant for you to use, like I said, not every single page you might use. So you might, when you go to print, you might say print pages 1 through 15, 17 through 24, and then 26 and 27, because you may not want a few of those pages. They may not be appropriate. And if I screw, like, for example, we got a page on Craigslist, right? And if you don't do Craigslist, then just take that page out. Don't use that page, but do use the rest of them. We've had so many clients tell us that they send us ahead of time before the listing presentation. Some people use it at the listing presentation. It really doesn't matter. It absolutely works. So I'm going to walk through it real quickly just so that everybody can get a feel for it. I would love to get some feedback and get some comments from you if you have anything on that. All right. So here's the cover page, the complete marketing plan to get your home sold. Now, I will say, I don't have a lot of experience in doing this, but I do know clients have downloaded this into Canva, I believe, and then are able to edit this in Canva. Don't ask me how to do that. Maybe ask in the mastermind group, but I believe maybe if you have Canva Pro, you can download this from Listings to Leads, upload it there. And then, because there might be other things that you're doing that you might want to add to this. And that would be really the best way of doing that at this point. So with that said, cover sheet, Then we got here how we create a marketing plan, a marketing platform around your listing to drive thousands and even tens of thousands of interested buyers, right? So we're giving them a little bit of a heads up and a highlight. We'll then talk about paid advertising on Facebook and Instagram. Then we talk about social media marketing, right? So the paid stuff is where we're going to generate a lot of leads. The social media postings, right? These are the free ones that you can auto post up to your pages. Then we got, we talk about YouTube marketing, print marketing. All right, you got a couple of things on there because print marketing and the nearby neighbor stuff. You got email marketing, about marketing to your database, about the seller sphere of influence. And again, notice that we got text here, right? And this is similar to if you go through the playbook on this, that's essentially, it's very similar to the script that we give you. And the beautiful thing about this listing presentation is it's going to help set up a lot of the tools that you're going to use, right, when you go to market the property. So for example, when you have the listing presentation here and you talk about, I got my database that we'll go to, email marketing in general. And then a really good segment that we want to make sure that we market to is your sphere of influence, right? The sphere of influence of the seller, because most likely they know someone who knows somebody looking to buy in the area. And like it says there, in this changing market, we don't want to leave any stones unturned. All right. So absolutely awesome stuff right there. We talk about short form videos. Again, now, if you're not going to check this out. If you're not doing short form videos, let this be your push to get into it. I'm going to talk more about short form videos in this call, but with all of the short form video scripts we give you, with the training and the video that I've got literally showing you how to load the script into your phone, how to record using a teleprompter app, there is absolutely no excuse why you are not doing short form video. If anyone's got an excuse of why they're not doing short form video, I would love for you to put it into the questions and I will let you know if that's valid or not. I can tell you right now, I'm probably going to say it's not valid, but go for it. See if you can come up with an excuse that I will let you get by with. Otherwise, they're free leads. It's free branding. It's free engagement. And it's one of the best ways for people to get to know and trust you. And we give you all of the scripts. Continuing on here, talk about the single property websites and virtual tours, listing flyers, right? Text codes, IVR. Again, you definitely want to be using that. If you are not signed up either for ours or if you don't have it from another service, sign up for ours. All right. It's $10 a month. It's an add-on service, but it's $10 a month, I believe. And it's essentially it's a one-time cost to buy the sign writers. Okay. And then from then on, you just move those sign writers around from listing to listing because the attention will stay in your account. And those are awesome leads and sellers absolutely love that. All right. And we want to make sure that we are providing the seller all the tools and all the ways that we are going to generate leads for the property. That's the name of the game. Talk a little bit about mobile marketing, right? Craigslist. Again, you may not want to do Craigslist. You may think Craigslist is a nut job place. I don't really care. Just don't use the sheet if you don't want to do Craigslist. QR codes that we give you for every listing. Talk a little bit about reach and frequency, talking about being across multiple channels at different stages of the listing. And then we get into the different listing statuses. So we got coming soon. Again, if you're not going to do coming soon, then don't add that sheet to your presentation. We've got just listed, active, open house, ending, just sold, traffic reports, and then checking reviews. And Kevin, let's make sure we change this right now. I'm not sure what we got first time home buyers guide on a listing presentation. Kevin, these should be 3 for the homeowners, right? And so when you're in the listing presentation, right, the homeowner being able to scan these, if anybody wants to try this right now and scan those, right? What does this do? That helps increase engagement with the homeowner. All right. Absolutely awesome. And then we got our closing page right here. So any questions on that listing presentation? Again, it's ready to go. It's inside of your account. All you got to do is go to listings, create listing presentation, and then that will download the PDF for you. Again, it's a 27-page listing presentation. It's meant for you to be able to either print just the pages you want, use the pages you want, don't use what you don't need. And you could, like I said, some people send it to the homeowner ahead of the listing presentation. Some people take it with them at the listing presentation. I think clients actually print them up in a little booklet format. Looks so awesome, right? Imagine, it looks like a little magazine, right? You can send it to Kinko's or FedEx and they can create like a little booklet for you. I'm not sure how much that costs. Probably, I would imagine at least probably $5 to $6 per. But when you're going into a listing presentation and you want to have a bang out leave behind on the marketing that you're going to be doing for the property, that would be a absolutely fabulous piece for you to work for you. All right. And again, I am so excited by the fact that we're working on a video for this that will be branded to you. You can take that video, put it on your website. You'll be able to take that video, put it on YouTube, put it on Facebook, put it in email marketing. All right. There's a lot of great stuff you're going to be able to do with that video. And again, you'll have emails, postcards, and door hangers so that you are going to be able to really communicate beautifully, easily, and effectively with homeowners on the marketing that you can do for their property. All right. It's great to do the, what is your home worth? It's great to do the nearby homeowner letter, like we talked about, right? Taj got that come list me call from a nearby homeowner letter that he sent out, and having all of the ways to market that listing presentation, I think is going to be another big benefit for everybody. So we're super excited about getting that out there for you. Use that listing presentation, give us feedback on it. Love to hear from you. And with that, we will go to some other review stuff. Any questions first before we go on? And let's see here real quickly here. Rob, you do at the end of this call, put that in the video and you will be entered for the end of the month drawing. So Rob just said, I used the listing presentation today for the first time and he got the listing. Bam. So Rob, click that link. I'll be giving the link a little bit later in this call again at the end. Put that in the video. Everyone that relieves the video at the end of this call gets entered into the monthly drawing. And they'll also enter the drawing that will happen today for 4 people to get a free account, a free month of listings to leads. All right. Awesome. So excited. Dina says it's hard to get over self. Totally. But you know what? Dina, sorry. But here's what I said last time, right? And extrapolate this out to a little bit later today. But right now it's 3:17. And if you're not on this call and it's sitting there at 3:17, it's going to be 3:27 in 10 minutes. Between now and 3:27, you'll still be alive, hopefully. Okay, you know what I mean? So you're still going to be doing what you're going to be doing in 10 minutes. But what can happen in those 10 minutes? You could get a video done and out and up, right? So just sit there. And for those of you that are having a hard time with this, I'm going to get into the short form video a little bit later and I'll kind of talk you through it a little bit. But I just want you to be thinking when you've got like 10 minutes to sit there and go, I'm sitting here for 10 minutes. I'm not doing much. What can I do? What can I do to get some engagement? And just do one of the scripts and get it out there. All right. Thumbs up, Dina. Dina, thank you. I appreciate that. All right. Awesome. Cool. Yep. Awesome. And Samson, you know what, dude? You're actually not listening to what we're saying. So Samson says, every response is we're just dreaming or buying in 12 months. This is a waste of time. Samson, it's actually you are the one that is not paying attention. All right. Because what that tells me is you have not gone through our first webinar. When we went through, for example, we talked about what is a lead, right? We literally talked about what is a lead. A lead is someone who they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you, right? You have not established any value with them. So why would they want to jump into bed with you and say, you know what, to someone that they don't know, yeah, we're looking to buy right now. That does happen once in the blue moon, very blue moon, right? That is so atypical. It happens. I've had clients tell me it happens all the time. But in the big picture of the numbers game, that doesn't happen very often. All right. And we literally went through that. in session one. So I would refer Samson, you and anybody else that's having those kind of problems. And here's the other thing, right? For those of you that are doing ads and you're getting all kind of bent out of shape, please understand. Yes, let me show you something here. And we went through all of this in session one. So I'm gonna really recommend that a lot of you maybe go back through session one and let me just show you, right? And I even said this in that first webinar. You don't need to tell me social media leads suck for the most part. I know they do. They do just industry wide. Look at the graph. I'm telling you right here in the graph here, social media leads typically peak out 1 to 2 years out. That's how they are. And if you're not completing the checklist, right? I've said this so many times, complete the checklist. If you're only doing an ad, then you're wasting your time and your money, really. And you're really wasting your business. If all you're doing is the Facebook ads with listings to leads, you're wasting your business, to be honest with you. So let's go back to what is a lead, right? And this is all in our training. I'm telling you guys, in session one, a lead is just having contact information of someone who may or not be interested in buying or selling. They may or may not want to do business now, they may have no idea. They may not want to talk to you, but a lead is an opportunity to continue the conversation across as many platforms as possible. A lead does not know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. And that's okay. Because with all the planning and all the tools that we got in listings to leads, if you go through the playbooks, as we've discussed, they will get to know and trust you, right? The email follow-ups, the phone scripts, the short form videos that you're going to be doing, the social posts that you've got from listings to leads, the listing advertising that you're going to be doing, the PDF guide checklist that you're going to be doing, your yard signs on your listings, the open houses that you're going to be doing, sitting and hiding behind a computer, throwing up a Facebook ad once in a while is not how you grow your business. That is not how you get people to know and trust you. All right. Does that make sense for everybody? And Sam, I'm not picking on you because a lot of people fall into that trap, right? Where they do a Facebook, because here's the dangerous thing about Facebook ads. Let me show you something here. So let's go back into listings to leads and let's pick a listing. So just listed, market listing. And so here's the checklist, right? So in the overview checklist, I'm going to download the checklist. And now a couple of things I want to point out to you. First, you should average 18 to 106 buyer leads, 10 to 20 seller leads. Notice the word completing is all capitalized. It is all capitalized for a reason. And now here's a dangerous thing about Facebook leads. Amount of leads, right? It's a lot. But notice, I tell you right there, hot, cold, what do you think that is? Those are cold. Now, Melody, who's on this call today and who left us feedback after our last call, she's already, I think, talking to 2 or 3 buyers from an ad that she did recently. Melody, I'm not sure when you did that ad, but recently you did the ad and you're already talking to 2 or 3 buyers from that ad. That is absolutely awesome, right? You probably called them back right away. You probably had your script, whether from listings to leads or another one. But the key here is completing this checklist. It is now the only thing that's optional are the Google ads, because we don't really promote Google ads for listings for reasons I'm not going to get into today. Don't have time to, but from Facebook, and Kevin, put optional next to Google ads right here. Okay. So Kevin, let's make sure we put optional next to Google ads so people know that's optional, but you got to do this stuff for the seller. If you're the listing agent, Kevin, you and I need to talk about this. eFlyer for seller is listing agent only. eFlyer to database is everybody, Kevin. So Kevin, let's make sure we're looking at these a little bit better, right? I hate having to point out where we got things wrong all the time. But everyone, you need to be doing all of these as appropriate. Don't get stuck in that kind of habit of doing a Facebook, because like I said, the dangerous thing about Facebook ads, and dangerous isn't really the right word, but you can generate a lot of leads, right? Hey, you're getting phone numbers. You got to be calling them back. It's a numbers game. So there's a percentage that you're going to get a hold of that you're going to talk to, but Facebook leads are a long-term follow-up thing. I know that. Everybody knows that. And again, that's why we put hot and cold, right there, right? That little cloud right there. But notice how if you go down this list, how it gets sunnier and sunnier, right? Doing the short form videos, getting the nearby homeowner letter out or postcode or door hanger, right? Getting the e-flyer to your database for all of you, right? So it's completing all of these checklists. That is the name of the game. So with that said, let's go back. I'm going to go back into when you first log into your account, and Sam says, can I use other agents sold? Yeah, Sam, I thought I just emailed you on that. And the answer is no. Yes. Yeah, no, I wouldn't borrow. I, let's do this. Let's click. So we just logged in and I clicked on that banner. Let's go back. I clicked on how to make 250. So I'm right here. And so here are the playbooks. Playbook 1, that's for coming soon, just as they're active, right? Playbook 1, option 1. And then we got playbook 1, option 2. Every single week, you should be doing one of these right here at a minimum. All right. Every single week, you can borrow a just listed listing from somebody. You can borrow an active listing. You can borrow a listing to hold open, right? Or if you got your own listings, every single week, you should be doing one of these 2 playbooks. Now you'll see when you click on it, in the very first paragraph, within a week of launching the market listing plan for your listing or a listing that you borrow with permission from another agent, you should be able to generate blah, 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 right? So every single week, you should be doing either this playbook or the one for the open house. The write-up is right here. So you got the exact write-up with me as if I was sitting next to you, talking you through it. Or if you prefer just to go down to the video, there's a recorded session right there. So at the bottom of every one of these here is the recorded video. Now, again, the pending and the just sold, this one is optional. And by optional, what I mean is if you don't have a pending or just sold listing, then don't worry about it. All right. But keep in mind, if your buyer bought a property, so you're the selling agent, you can add that to listings to leads and do just sold marketing as the selling agent. Let me just show you that real quickly here. If I go into listings to leads, click on listings and, oh, yes. Now, what I'm showing you here is how to add a listing where you are the selling agent. So go to add listing, manual, and then right here is the status, just sold selling agent. And what we do there is we flip all of the kind of the verbiage around and stuff so that it talks about how, hey, we just bought our home and Scott Pierce was a great agent who helped us buy it, blah, 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 blah. Versus when it's a listing agent, right? Where it would have said something like, yeah, Scott Pierce helped me get our property sold and so on and so forth. Right. So even if you don't have a quote unquote, where you're the listing agent, you can still add those listings to your account where you were the selling agent. Make sense for everybody? So when I say playbook 2 for pending and just sold is optional, what I mean is if you don't have one, then just don't worry about it for that week. But if you do have one, I would highly recommend, because the checklist for the pending and the just sold listings, let's come back into listings to leads and give me a second here. Looks like I closed out let me go back and log in. All right, give me a second here. It's going to take a minute. I'm not sure what happened. Someone says, can you use this for builders' homes? Andrea, what I would do is I would go and look at the post for new construction. We just did new construction Tuesday. Absolutely fabulous. So I would go make sure I check that out. All of those can be accessed from right here. But, oh yes, we're going to look at the checklist for a pending or a just sold listing. So again, I just come down here. Now keep in mind, these are all, right? I can always click to change. This is how I change the status, right? To create all the new marketing materials. But here's a pending listing. I'll click market listing. All right, here's my checklist. So here we go. And so for the pending listing, right, you got Facebook ads, social media posts, post to the seller, e-flyer to the seller, e-file to my database, nearby homeowner letters, short form video, sign writers, right? And again, you want to watch that video for playbook 2, how to market a pending and just sold listing. Because I give you some nuggets in that call that you've probably never even thought about before that will literally get you more listing leads. You're going to get more listing leads from the neighborhood than you'll have ever gotten before if you go through the pending just sold video on that post. And the beautiful thing about these checklists is you can always scan that QR code and go and bring up the playlist menu. And then you can just scroll down to the one that you need, grab it, and then go from there with it. All right. Super easy, absolutely easy to do. And the just sold one is similar as well. Now, somebody asked about the scripts. So let me show you how they work for listings. So for every listing, you're going to have right here, short form video script. And this is a little bit of a write-up. These are some apps if you don't have an app. So there's one for iPhone. Here's one for Google Play. So we got those all right there for you. And the intent of this is to click send it to yourself. And then let me open up I'll tell you what, I'll show you if we go back to the blog playlist, short form videos right here. If I open that up, literally everything, I think one of the best things that a lot of us can do is start with the first session, right? Playbook 1. Well, actually, I'll start with the first session, the overview, and try and forget everything you've ever learned in real estate before, right? Because I know how you go on a lot of these webinars and a lot of videos, they talk about have a good mind frame and they talk about, Facebook ads, but they don't like literally show you what to do, right? And so they give you a lot of this fluff on things like mindset and you got to call them right away, but they don't tell you what to say, right? We literally give you scripts in the lead notification emails if you don't know what to say. All right. In our training, we literally show you how to do a Facebook ad in 30 seconds so you can get that up there. But it's not about just doing a Facebook ad. But again, for the short form videos, I literally walk you through how do you get 8 to 10 short form video scripts from listings to leads a week. All right. And if you scroll that little mouse or that little cursor there to 7 minutes exactly, I'm just going to let that play for a few seconds. So once you get the script sent to your email, go to your phone, open up your email app, open up the email that you just got sent with the script in it. It's going to look just like this right here. And this is my phone. And you're going to see a little bit of information at the top. The 2 green buttons. The first one there is for the iOS. The second one is for Google Play for Android. And then you'll see that we got the script right below that. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy the script, highlight it there, pull it to the bottom, hit copy. So far, so easy, I think. Go to the teleprompter app, whichever one you want to use. You got 2 options that I gave you a minute ago. So here we go now. You're in the teleprompter app. At the bottom, hit script, and then hit the orange plus at the top right and hit create new script. And just tap here, tap again, see where it says paste it in, boom, you're good to go. Save. Actually, one thing real quick. I like to do this. I'm sure everyone is going to be different. Let's see here. Let me do this. What I'm trying to do. For some reason I was messing around with the formatting a little bit, which was completely inconsequential. Let's go back to scripts now. National Popcorn Day. And if I hit record, I could have recorded on the previous screen. I need to go all of that, but record right there. Hit it, and you're going to see the script. Now, at the bottom left is scroll speed. I like to slow it down. And so I'm just going to tell everybody, when you're first doing your scripts, right, it might, there's a default speed that the script is going to scroll through. I noticed for me, I had to slow it I think I had to slow it down. So I think I was setting the minus. You'll see scroll speed would be in the app right here. There's like a minus and a plus. So especially the first time you do a short form video with a script, either a listing script, social script, what have you, just understand that you might spend 4 or 5 minutes playing around with that speed to get it appropriate for you and the way you do it. So I'd go through the whole script. And in the beginning, the first time I did it, I couldn't even get through 2 lines without it being too fast. So I had to restart, and I went down like 5 on the scroll speed, like to slow it down by 5 by hitting that minus sign. I tried it again, and it was still a little bit too fast. Now you're going to have to tweak that teleprompter app just a tiny bit. And by tweaking, just slowing down or speeding up, that's the tweaking you need to do, right? How hard is that? And then once you get it where you can get through the script and it's good to go. And then give yourself 2 or 3 takes if you need to, but just get it out the door. All right. Cause here's the beautiful thing about short form video. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? It absolutely does not have to be perfect. The more perfect it is, probably the worse it's going to be. All right. I always say, and you'll see it in our training on here, I talk about when you're doing the listing scripts, get out there to your listing and do it, right? When you're out in the community doing the short form video scripts, the power, the energy is so much better. All right. Yeah. And I'm telling you, just like I was saying before, everything you need to get going on this, all the recordings, all of the learning, right? All of it is right when you log in, but it's also on a number of different pages around your account. It's that big blue banner, right? How to make $250,000 a year in real estate. When you click that blue banner, all right, you're going to come up with that whole playlist, right? Here's that blue banner, how to make 250. Anywhere you see that in your account, just click on it, right? Sign up. You don't need to worry about that one, but here's session 1, and just go through each one of these. Just go through each one of these right here. And like I said, just read it. Try not to infer, try not to assume, right? Something, just read through the whole thing, read through it. And then I would watch the webinar, and that will be your setup. Because session 1 is meant to really help you get your brains wrapped around the entire concept of what we're trying to do here. Because the goal of this whole masterclass is not to teach you how to do a Facebook ad. You're going to learn that. It's not just about how to send out an email. You're going to learn that. It's about how to market yourself using listings, using PDF guides. Here I see someone, I say, I did a PDF guide ad for $50. Okay. Did you do the entire checklist? That's, again, stop, please. Really, for all of your sakes, stopping at the ads. All right. Every single one of these checklists, the biggest word right here that we highlight, completing. All right. It is completing the checklist. So you did the Facebook ad. That's great. Did you do the short form video? Did you do the social media post? Did you send it to your database? All right. Did you do all of these activities, or did you hide behind your computer and getting a Facebook ad out there as a one-off? You see what I'm saying? This is about creating a network effect so that people are going to see us everywhere. They're going to see us in a short form video on Instagram. They're going to see an email that we sent out maybe to our database, and they might be in our database. They could see the social media post that we did. They could see the ad that we did, right? We want them to be able to see us in all these different platforms, and we want it to happen every single week. And again, the problem that too many people get caught up in is they do the lowest reward activity of Facebook ad, and then they do it once and they get disappointed because they generate 7, 8, 9, 10 leads maybe, or they don't generate any leads, but then they don't do anything else. And so they lose all the benefit. Does that make sense for everybody? Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that makes sense. Again, I tell you in session 1, right? In this presentation right here, I tell you, yes, Facebook leads are the longest closing leads. I tell you right here, right? They don't know you. They don't like you. They don't trust you. That's just the nature of sales. That's just the nature of lead generation. That's why we put this class together. All right. That is why when you start doing more and more of these activities on the checklist, that you're going to get more and more better results. All right. But you can do whatever you want to do. but to start complaining about your results when you don't do the activities the way we tell you to do them is, I don't know what it's like exactly, but you're just not taking advantage of all the tools that you have. All right. Again, every listing, there's a checklist. The PDF guides, there's a checklist. When I go to the social tab, which we will in a few minutes, there's a checklist. On every single checklist, there is a QR code that you can scan to get the support that you need for it to actually do it. On every checklist, we literally spell it out what needs to be done. And if you have any questions on any of these items, when I scan that QR code, it's going to take me to the page, right, where the detailed write up is. So we try to make this as clear, concise, as easy in one place as possible so that you can make sure that you get it all done. There's really not a checklist for landing pages. We don't even talk about what is your homework in this at all, do we? For the new construction, FSBO and expired, I think we've got, let me see here. Kevin, do we have checklists for FSBO and expired? I think we're working on them, but we don't have them. So if I get on here though, if I get on here to FSBO and expired playbook 6, for now, I would just go through this post. So yeah, there's really not a checklist per se, but if you go through FSBO lead generation here at the top, we talk about how we got FSBO landing pages, but we've also got FSBO PDF guides. And so I walk you through how to identify FSBOs, either paid or free. Same with expireds. Oh, what was that all about? Hold on a second. Let me close out, reopen that up. I'm not sure how that got blown out like that. Yeah. So for FSBOs and expireds, just work your way down this list. It's not really something that, creating a checklist for this, I'm trying to see how I could easily. And when we get them, obviously we'll make them in the system. But for now here, for example, the FSBO landing pages and the recorded webinar for this whole section is at the bottom of this post. But we got print marketing for them, right? We got emails for FSBOs. I talk about calling the FSBOs, right? I give you scripts for the FSBOs. Right, there's an example of a FSBO landing page. Then we got FSBO PDF guide. So I'll walk through the marketing of the PDF guide as well. So essentially for the FSBOs, it's identify all the FSBOs in your area, depending on how many of them there are. Create the FSBO landing page, which I show at the bottom of this post in the webinar how to do that. And once I create that FSBO or expired landing page, all of the marketing tools like the postcard, the email, the letters are all made available, and either just mail or drop them off. Okay. Same with the FSBO PDF guide. You got a FSBO PDF guide in your account under PDF guide tab. And that FSBO PDF guide has a postcard with it, a social media post. It's got an email. So if I've got the FSBO's home address or email address, I've got enough content to put in front of them for a few months. All right. Offering them free tools for them to help market their property, which they never will. And they'll end up listing with me, because I am the one that provided all the value to them while they tried to sell their home themselves. Or the PDF guide, which kind of talks through some of the issues related to selling as FSBO, right? Gives them a little bit of encouragement, but also educates them a little bit on some of the pitfalls related to it. But with the FSBO, the whole idea is we want to be adding value, right, to that FSBO homeowner, so that when they get tired of pretending they're a real estate agent, that we are the ones that is going to get that listing. And so really we should be doing that every single week, right? Every single week, or even every couple of days, I would look in who are all the new FSBOs and expireds this week or today, the last time I checked, and I would get either the email, the letter, a postcard over to them and attack it that way. And you'll see if I keep scrolling down expireds, exact same thing. I can create an expired landing page and I get all the tools with that. And we've also got an expired PDF guide as well, and all the tools related with that. Right. And the new construction is similar. So for new construction, again, this is something that I would try to do every single week. And again, I walk through how to create the landing page at the bottom, on the video at the bottom of this page. I go through all of this, including how to create a great landing page. And in fact, if you scroll down here, you will see here are some links to some landing pages that I created. to market new construction communities. And if you get permission, if you're able to market a new construction unit, then I would add that to my listings to leads account as a listing, but where you're the showing agent. And that's just something you check as you're adding that listing. Here's another landing page. All right. How cool is that? Like you could do a walkthrough video of a new construction. You could do it for your own listing, of course, but if you have a new construction in your area, do a nice walkthrough video. How awesome is that? That is so cool. And then here's one more. Right. And so we put at the video at the bottom of this post, I walk through how to do all of that stuff. All right. Very easy to do. Let's get rid of that. Let's go back to again. This is the overview page and short form videos right there. Playbook 5, PDF guide marketing, playbook 3 and 4. Again, you should be doing this every single week. All right. So we got Facebook and Instagram ads. We talk about making sure we automate the follow-up. We got social media posts, door hangers and postcards. Now, obviously you won't do a door hanger or postcard every single week to your farm. And I believe I mentioned that in here. Yes, we recommend, right, do it once a month, right? So don't do postcards, and that gets pretty expensive unless you just want it to do that. But I even give you a script to use when you call the homeowners that you mailed the postcards out to, right? And I even walk through how to, right? I even walk through mailing, calling the same home for mind-blowingly easy, great results. And I talk a little bit about even how to create your mailing or door knocking list. All right. So I go through all of that for you. All right. Making you email that to my database, do the short form video for the PDF guide. All right. All of that we walk through right here in that video. Easy, easy to do. Right. And here's the thing. I mentioned this in some of the past webinars, but what I highly recommend is nailing playbook 1 first. All right. Get good with playbook 1. And by playbook 1, the entire checklist. And again, your listing or a borrowed listing every single week, there's no excuse for anyone not to be able to do playbook 1. You come into listings to leads, and if you don't have either a new listing or new listing status, find another listing that you can market from somebody in your office, hopefully. All right. Either come to add listing. If it's already on the MLS and it's on Trulia, you can grab it. If you are not able to grab it, just add it manually, right? This is what I was saying before, showing agent. Same with new construction. If you get permission to market new construction, add it to your account, right? Mark that you are the showing agent. Now, if you're the showing agent for a listing, then do the add listing courtesy of agent name and office name, and then continue to add that listing as normal, right? And then that will give you a listing to market for that week, whether it's yours or not. And when you market that listing, you'll see here, right? Showing agent. So that means this is the listing I borrowed. And this one doesn't have that. So I mean, that's my listing. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Click market listing and just roll through all the options. Now, some of these options are going to be grayed out because you're not the listing agent, right? So you cannot send something to the seller when you're not the listing agent. So we gray those out for you. But if I click download checklist, right? So we're essentially sitting here telling you what to do, right? So we give you the entire checklist, right? Even though we've got this wrong. So Kevin, I just really can't believe that's sitting there like that. Unbelievable. But tomorrow, this checklist will be correct. So we're literally spelling out what you should be doing here, right? Again, don't get caught in that trap of doing a Facebook ad and then only doing a Facebook ad, and then complaining that you're not getting the results that you're expecting. The results that you are expecting, the massive increase to your business comes from completing this checklist, right? And it comes from getting good with it. And then once you get good with completing that checklist, then move on to the next one, right? Now, the next one is playbook 2, pending and just sold. Now you don't have a pending and just sold, then roll on down to playbooks 3 and 4 for the PDF guides. Here we go. Weekly checklist, buyer guide, seller guide. I can download the buyer guide checklist, right? And the whole idea for this was for you to be able to print them up and have them on your desk, carry them with you, and just check them off as you get them done. Sometimes it's easy just to have something laying on my desk as a kind of a like a tickler reminder. Hey, you know that you didn't get this done yet, right? And then when you get it done, then just throw it away, right? You can just toss it, throw it away because you know you got it done. But again, here, look, I've got right here Facebook ads, a lot of leads. But look how cloudy that is. That is so cloudy. Because again, what do I say about Facebook leads? They're typically longer term leads. Now, hey, Melody did an ad. She got 2 or 3 buyers she's already talking to. Absolutely awesome. That happens. But as a general rule, don't get caught in that trap. Do all of these items listed and your business will increase. And there's no checklist for loan officer per se. Andrea, would love to work with you on that. Or if you have any feedback, please share it with me. I know we could be doing better with lenders. I love our lender clients, and they're adding their agents. And so their agents are being able to take advantage of that. But Andrea, what I would say for the lenders is focus on playbooks 3 and 4 and 5, where you can. Playbook 5, talking about social and local listing reviews. You'll see that at the bottom of Playbook 5 down here, right? Short form video, Playbook 5. So I would concentrate on the. Now, I do notice also, I have seen lenders do, in fact, let's just go through here. Let me go back into my listings to leads. Right. And so Andrea, as a lender, lenders, if you have a lender account, at least you'll have 10, I think, I'm not sure how many, but you'll have actually PDF guides that agents don't have about different loan programs. There's other loan programs that are available for the lender accounts that agents don't have. So you can use those. But what I wanted to mention for a lender is I have seen lenders actually, because especially again, like I said, if you've got a lender account where the listings are co-branded, so your information is on that single property website, it's on the e-flyer. I've seen lenders just pretty much go through that checklist, right? So when you do the checklist, imagine I'm the lender. Do you want to run a Facebook ad for one of your agent's listings, right? Maybe every week you pick an agent in your lender account, you run an ad for them. You can do a social media post. Now, as a lender, you're not going to obviously do the stuff for the seller, right? But you could send an e-flyer to your database once a week. Again, imagine you have a lender account. Let's say you got 5 agents in the lender account with a total of 25 listings. Just pick one of the listings every week to send out to your database. That e-flyer is co-branded, so you should be good to go with that. You probably wouldn't use the nearby homeowner letter, but you could do the short form video script, right? So just role playing here off the top of my head. Something along the lines of, hey, this is Scott Pierce with XYZ Lending Company. And I really want to highlight this week a listing from, actually, no, I wouldn't do that. You never want to start off introducing yourself, right? So again, the lender, I'm in front of a property and we do a short form video script. So Andrea, really what I would do, I would just use a short form video script as is. And then at the end of it, when you're doing the closing, so if I go to the script itself, I would just do the short form video script like this. And then at the end of it, I would just say, this is Scott Pierce at XYZ Lending here for Hector Martinez's listing in Granite Bay, California, something like that. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I would look to use these checklists as appropriate for yourself, if that makes sense. All right. Awesome. Cool. All right. Anything else? Do not forget, if you want to enter the monthly drawing, video submissions are due by February 28th, 10 p.m. But for everyone that gets one of these in by, I'm going to say 6 p.m. California, 9 p.m. East Coast, I'm going to pick 4 people to get a free month of listings to leads. All right. 4 people are going to get a free month of listings to leads. So there's a fair number of you on the call today. So I know all of you aren't going to do the video. So that's great for those of you that are going to do it, because 4 of you are going to get a free month of listings to leads. And one of you is going to, and all of you, I'm sorry, all of you will be entered into the drawing for one of these amazing free prizes. All right. Give me 1 second here. And I'm going to send that to everyone. And Kevin, a little bit later, talk to me about what Donna is talking about regarding deleting a listing and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm not really liking what I'm seeing there. Kevin, email me after this call and just talk to me a little bit about what Donna is having an issue with. And Donna, we'll look that up and we'll see what's going on there. All right. Yeah, definitely. I think Donna, some issue about that. I think if it's what I'm thinking is we're aware of that issue and nothing is lost, but it's the way we're displaying stuff that we're actually fixing. So Kevin, you'll update me after this call, and then Donna, we'll get back with you tomorrow on that. But I do believe it's something that we are aware of already, and that we are, like I said, nothing, you didn't lose anything. It's just the way we are displaying things could have been better in that kind of what you did there. All right. So, but Donna, we'll get back with you on that for sure. I'm not catching all of it because I'm sitting here doing the webinar and I'm just peeking at some of the questions and comments here. So anybody else have any comments, questions, feedback, thoughts? All right. No, I'm not that good. I know I'm not that good to where nobody has any other questions. So how are we doing, people? Oh man, I'm telling you, get those videos in today if you want that free, because there's a lot of people on the call today. Everyone is entered into the monthly drawing. 4 of you are going to get a free month of listings to leads on your next billing. So any other questions before we go? Someone says, is it possible we can do a video with your help? I'm not really. Yeah, no, you don't really need any help, right? Again, anywhere from in your account, click the 250. And then for short form video, just scroll down, short form video. I would read through this, right? Again, clean your mind of everything that you think you know about whatever it is. All right. Read what we've got here with a fresh mind. All right. Just read through that. It's amazing. It's absolutely awesome. I talked to you about how to get the script to your email, opening up on your phone. Okay. We go through all of that stuff. And then I would watch this entire video. It's 17 minutes long. And if you need help on how to actually do the script, the email on your phone, the links to those apps. So we link to those apps in the email on your phone. All right. And then just come back and watch this video if you need to, and you can just follow along with me. You can be sitting there, actually now I've got my phone in my hand and my phone is literally next to my screen as if I was doing what that guy is telling me, right? As somebody who is not me. So you can literally just follow along with me on your phone while I'm doing it on the screen. That's why I set it up this way. So you could literally do that, pause the video as needed. All right. And get done what we need to get done. Start the video up again. All right. Go to where you need to pause again. All right. Come back, pause the video, do what you need to do on your phone. Does that make sense for everybody? So that's why I set it up like that. I do BombBomb videos. No, so here's the thing. Does BombBomb have an app for you to do short form video out in the field, Donna? I really don't know. If they do, then just use their teleprompter app and just copy our scripts into their app is what I would say. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. Yeah. Then if you've got an app already, then you don't need to use one of these others. The ones that I am giving you right in the email and in the support post, those are just for people that don't already have one. But yeah, BombBomb is so awesome. So if you are using BombBomb, just understand you've got one of the best video email programs out there already. But what you don't have is you don't have our scripts. So when you email the script to yourself, like I was talking about earlier, just open up the script on your phone, copy it just like I show in the video, and paste it into the BombBomb app. and then you're good to go. Yeah, or Donna says that was a lot easier. Yeah, if that teleprompter app is easier than BombBomb, go ahead and use that one. Because BombBomb, I've never seen it. All I know is a lot of great stuff about BombBomb. But just speaking in general, sometimes an app that's trying to do a lot of different things can be overly complicated. Whereas an app like this teleprompter app, that's all it is. And so it's much more streamlined because it's got a lot less functionality, which can make it easier to use. But I don't really care. It doesn't matter what app you use. Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Sweet. All right. Anything else from anybody else? I am more than happy to spend a few more minutes here hanging out, answering questions. Wow. I can't believe how many people are on a call. That is so awesome. All right. Any other questions? Are we good to go? Lydia, how you doing? You good? All right. Mike, Pamela, Sam, any other questions from you? Hopefully I clarified the pending this whole thing. Hopefully that will make sense. Do you have to have a listing to use listing presentation? No. Nope. Yep. That's going to be there completely, or should I say always. And I'm telling you, oh, hey, have you guys seen the new agent listing websites? Let me close a few tabs here. So I'm going to come, there's a few, I haven't really announced it. Oh, and I got to show you, please don't hang up. Please don't leave. I got something really awesome to show you. And in fact, I'm going to show that what I want to show you first. And it looks like I closed it. Let me show everybody something real quickly. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. I'm going to show you something that can be a lot of fun right here. Go to the mastermind group, find this post. All right. I really should come up with a script for this. You can right click, save image as Val Best. And there's one, what was your worst? Save image as, I'm right clicking. Val worst. So these are meant to be really nice, engaging posts. And we've had some really good feedback in the past. So you see, I've got these posts right here right now. And then let me go to, what was that? Oh, one of my clients. Awesome. That's so funny. I'm going to go to one of my pages. So let's go to one of my community pages here, the best listing. And let me change so that I am, and God, Kevin, we need to get this fixed, Kevin. Like now I don't have any, Kevin, now I got no access to any of my other pages. It looks like unbelievable. Let's try this again. The best listing. So what I want to do, but why is it not letting me see more profiles? There we go. The best listing. All right. Facebook doesn't make that too difficult, do they? So what I'm trying to do is I want to create a post for Valentine's Day, right? So I'm going to come here. I'm going to do add photo. And if I go to desktop, Val best, Val worst. So pick your poison. Worst might be funny. Best. All right. And then come back into listings to leads and you can grab the text. I'm just going to copy and paste all of that, right? You see there's a little line right there and the stuff below it. Now, please know that at the top here, I'm going to just format it a little bit nicer. What was the best or worst? I'm going to take out worst. We'll just do the best. What was the best Valentine's Day gift you ever got or gave? The answer in the comments of the most likes gets a free $20 gift card from Starbucks. Contest ends, yada, yada. You got a couple of hashtags there. And I'm going to just move those hashtags down a little bit. Post. And then I would wait like maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe 3 or 4 days, whatever. And then I would do the worst one, right? That could be funny. But this is just meant to get some more engagement on your page. And you know what? You could go record a video. Here's a great idea for all of you. And I promise you, this will work. Go to a place that sells gifts for Valentine's Day. All right. If you want to get the owner of the place, if it's a local place and you really want to be that community ambassador, right? Get the owner of the place. It might be a local chocolate place. It might be a local gift spot appropriate for what you're wanting to buy your loved one or significant other, what have you. It doesn't matter. Could be for your parents or a friend, whatever. You get my point. And then we'd be something like, hey, everybody, what was the best Valentine's Day you ever got or gave? This is Scott Pearson. I'm over here at XYZ Chocolate with Ben and Susie, who are the owners in our community here. And they've got some great chocolate. But Ben, what was the greatest gift that you ever gave Susie in the 22 years that you two have been married? Right. And make it really, keep it short, funny, right? And you could just still use the image. And then you could do another post with a video like that, where you're promoting a local community establishment, you're having fun, you're introducing people. You're not asking anything from these two people you're quote unquote interviewing. You're not really interviewing them, right? You're just having a quick little conversation with them, but they're going to get to know you and it's fun. You're going to be introducing a lot of people to something that they may not have known about. And it's just a great way to get started with fun videos. Does that make sense? And then, like I said, I wouldn't do best and worst on the same day. Maybe do a 2 or 3 day lag, and then I would do the other one. So yeah, try that out. I think you'll get some good, do it with the image later on. You can do it again later with the video. If you want to do a video idea, anybody wants to get in the mastermind group, I will help put together a script for you that I think would work great. So get yourself in the mastermind group, bring it up, and we can work on that together. All right. Tracy says, I really like that, Scott. Yeah. And really, Tracy, let me tell you something. You could do it every single day between now and Valentine's Day. We're all adults here, I think. Chocolate, lingerie, electronics, like small electronics, if that's something someone likes. A restaurant, like a nice romantic kind of a cool restaurant could be a great one. Because a lot of times you go into a restaurant at around a little bit like at the end of lunch when everything is really slow, but the owner or manager is still around. Have the same script would work there with the manager at that nice local restaurant that you've got. Maybe a local wine store. I know we got a really nice wine / whiskey, whatever. It's a liquor store, but it's not a liquor store, right? It's a very high end one. Something like that could be great there as well. So there's a ton of great ideas. And you could literally do one every single day between now and Valentine's Day and absolutely blow up your engagement, your branding, and your audience. And what you're also going to do is, this is where it gets beautiful, because you're adding value to local business owners who have an audience themselves. So for example, when I do that video and I'm going to put it up on my social media page, well, I'm going to be tagging the business and business owner where I did the video. And do you think or not that they're going to at least comment, throwing in some of their audience to that? Does that make sense for everybody? Then again, yeah, a flower. Janice, thank you so much. Just shoot me now. A floral shop, right? A beautiful local floral shop would be awesome to do this, right? What kind of, I'm just thinking for a floral shop, and Janice, thank you so much for that. But imagine you have a floral shop and you could be like, hey, we're over here at XYZ Florist in Greenville and talking to Susan about what are the best gifts to give for Valentine's Day, right? And Susan, what is the best gift that you think is in style for this year, right? And let Susan just give like a quick 30 to 40-second blurb about, have her have it ready ahead of time. And she can be talking about this kind of rose, violet kind of combination. I'm making stuff up, obviously. Let her do her thing for like 20, 30, 40 seconds, and then just come back and say, hey, if you want to make sure that you're going to give the best Valentine's Day gift this year, make sure to stop by XYZ Florist here. Thanks, everybody. Leave a comment below what you think about this, or if you've got another place that you like, and we'll talk to you soon. It's really that easy, right? Limo rentals. Yep. That Janice, awesome. Yeah. The key is local mom and pop. You're right. It's local owners. I wouldn't do this at a franchise like a Olive Garden necessarily, right? Because that's more if it's a local manager, owner, whatever. But yeah, we want to do it where it is, for the most part, a local business owner, because it's just, I don't need to be promoting Home Depot or Best. There's no uplift for anybody for me doing that. The uplift for me and my community is really promoting local places, right? Local business owners. Yeah. Yep. Awesome. Yeah. They love the attention. That's exactly right. Yep. Exactly. Yes. This part of the training will be included in the recording that we're doing. But again, let's get into the mastermind group and let's this through because again, it's really the same script, right? And it's similar. If you look at, and if I'm bouncing around on you, everybody, I apologize, but let's go back to 250. Let's bring it up. Let's go to short form videos because I'm going to show you something. Now, what I'm going to show you is not exactly what I would do for this Valentine's Day promo, but right here, right above that video, this is this is our local review script. And in the video below, I show you how to use that script for a cafe, a auto mechanic, and a park, like a local park where you go hiking and goofing off at. This script works great for all three for everything. Now, it would actually work great for what we're talking about, but I would add just a little bit to it. And a little bit later today, I will get into the mastermind group and flesh that out. And I'll put in the post title like Valentine's Day short form video promotions, something like that. So that you'll see it in the mastermind group a little bit later. All right. All right. Anything else? Please click the link, leave us a video of one or more of these 4 topics right here. I want to hear from everybody. I would love to include you in the drawing for a free month of listings to leads that we will do at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. East Coast time. And then everybody though will be entered into the drawing for one of those free amazing prizes. All right. And with that, I think I'll let everybody go if there's nothing else. And yeah, last thing is Jeff says, what's the average budget? It's going to range between 100 and 200 bucks, depending on per checklist. Yeah. Usually for the listing checklist, 1 to 200 bucks, depending on my mailing the postcards or my door knocking. For like the PDF guide checklist, like 60 bucks. And the short form videos are free. The new construction and FISBOs figure maybe 20 to 50 bucks a week, max. What I would do for the FISBOs and expires is once I get that set up, is I would probably, you can use the flyers and just print them and drop them off, right? So what is it? That's like $1. So if I go to landing pages and the FISBOs and expires were similar. So if I go I'm just going to bring up a FISBO landing page and click on edit and tools. So under print marketing, I can print that print flyer on demand, right? So I can print that for 50 cents at home. And then I can either drop it in the mail for another 50 cents or however much that costs nowadays, or I can knock on the door and hand it to them. All right. So that's mostly free. Postcards and door hangers have a moderate little tiny cost to them. The email is free, right? Same with new construction. Yeah. That stuff is really cheap as well. Yep. Awesome. All right, everybody, have an awesome one. Get your videos in, get into the mastermind group. If you got any questions, here's the thing. I'm seeing a lot of people go to the mastermind group for questions that will never get answered in the mastermind group. All right. If you got a support question, go to support, please. It'll be much quicker. The way Facebook is, you could leave a post in the mastermind group and I may never see it for 2 to 3 days just because of the way Facebook does notifications. And then you're going to make a post and a few other people post. And the next thing, the post that you made that you think everybody should be seeing is now pushed down. So no one's going to see it. Maybe just go to support. All right. The mastermind group is really where you're just asking for opinions on how to do something. Right. But for support things, try to go to support. But again, I will get in there and I'll kind of tweak that script a little bit so that you can use it in your Valentine's Day promotions in your local areas. I'd love to see you all do that. I think that'd be so awesome. All right, everybody, have an awesome night. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you.